I'm back and I'm in a jumper because it's fucking cold in England. Since I've got back from China, I mean, even though I'm a pretty lazy person as is, I've just not been bothered to do anything. Like, I've literally just been in bed all the time. It's cold here and boring. It's so boring here. I thought in the background of me like just talking, I'll talk a bit about China but not like fully in depth, because obviously I'm going to try and put together a video about all the stuff I did while I was out there. I thought in the background I could just try out a bunch of lipsticks. I didn't ever wear them because they just don't look right on me. I just don't think that I suit lipstick. And also, I don't know if you can tell, but I have barely any makeup on. Yes, I've got eyelashes and eyebrows. My skin, since I've come back from China, well actually, when I went to China, I went thinking my skin was going to get better. It got fucking worse. Like, how the fuck does that, like, what? It was really humid out there. It was basically like I was walking around in a fucking, like, steam room. I don't understand how my skin can go from shit to even more fucking shit than before. I'm literally being bullied and I've had enough. I think like I'm in that stage when you get back off holiday and like you're depressed. You come back and it's just fucking Portsmouth. I'll start with like their first colour, which is red. I have 3 red lipstick, but yeah, anyway. Red lipstick and me are just, we don't go well together. But I'm gonna try and find a lipstick that suits me, because there are a range here. They're mainly reds and pinks. I don't really go like blue. Like, I know I'm not gonna wear that, so why would I spend money on that? Maybe if I ever get a fucking job. I'm also really bad at putting on lipstick, so don't expect this to be anything unreal. It makes my lips look really weird. It makes my eyes proper pop out, doesn't it? I think it makes me look like a clown. Yeah, my lips are going to be in bits after this because taking all this lipstick off. And I don't know what it is about Kat Von D lipstick, but it's like, it feels like it's pulling paint off your lip. Oh god. Probably should have done red last, really, shouldn't I? Because it looks like I've been punched in the mouth. How about next I do this? I've not tried it because it's really pink and I don't think I see really pink. That's not too bad, but I don't really like it at the same time. I feel like I'm going to snap. This just gives me memories of hot pants and I don't even know, hot pants. People blow dance into like fucking Pitbull or some shit. I feel like I should be putting on some concealer around my mouth. I can't be bothered to spread it out, and yes, it's too light for my skin, but I also cannot be bothered to sort that out either. I actually did get quite tanned while I was in China, but not at like I don't know how to explain. The sun out there isn't, well, in Yangshan it wasn't like you were like cooking and like you could just lay out and tan. It was more like steaming you alive. It was so humid out there, and it was 40-degree heat, and you'd walk around and you'd literally feel like you'd just been put in the oven. It was uncomfortable, but I really enjoyed it because I felt like I was sweating all my weight off. To be fair, while I was out in China I did lose quite a bit of weight because we all got ill. At first we thought it was food poisoning, but it was not food poisoning. So 12 people out of 13 people got it. But it started off with like a small amount of us being ill. Like 3 people being sick in the space of like a few hours. And we were like, oh no. And then I started to feel ill, but where I'm a hypochondriac, I was just like, I'm just worrying myself into being ill. Then someone in my room started being sick. And then this girl came into our room and said, can we use your bin, because all of us being sick and not all of us can get into the toilet, because there was loads of them in the other room. And as soon as she came in, I started being sick, so I had to fucking be sick in the toilet. But it weren't just being sick, like it was coming out both ends for all of us. A bit graphic, but yeah, it was just horrible. And the reason we got it is because it rained that day. Like, it was really raining, and we all went and swam in this river. And what we think happened is, because there were cows around us, it probably got cow shit washed into the river, and it probably went in our mouths, and we probably fucking ate cow shit and got ill. I was ill for pretty much the whole thing. Before I tell the next fucking story, I'm gonna try this. It's actually a colour that I would wear, because it's close to my lip colour. You literally can't even see this. This one's alright. Pretty fucking basic, to be honest. This is just making me realise that I can actually wear lipsticks. I mean, yes, all of them are the exact same colour of my lips, so yes, it defeats the point of wearing lipstick, but it's still wearing lipstick. The next Kat Von D. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go nude this time, and I'm going to do it slowly so I can tell this story. This is Colourpop. Fucking she bad. Oh. Yeah, so when I first went out there, I got a cold, like, instantly. Because one of the girls that went on the trip had a cold. And we literally all got it. Well, we don't know if it came from her originally, but we all got the cold, so we just blamed it on her. I had this lump here, like, just before I went out. And where I'm a hypochondriac and I overthink everything and then worry myself into being worse than I actually am, I was freaking out a bit. But it wasn't like a tumour lump, it wouldn't move around, it was like a rock solid lump, so I thought it was the same as this but just like fucking bigger. And apparently this is a build up of keratin and I've got to go to a dermatologist, but yeah. It was huge, it literally looked like someone had shoved a Malteser up underneath my skin. It got bigger while I was out there, like it grew, it looked like I had a horn. It wasn't attractive. This looks fucking horrible. I actually used to wear this out. I then got medicine for that lump out in China, and it was like this. I have a sachet of it downstairs. Let me go and get it. By the way, this lipstick is vile. Anyway, this was the medicine. It came in this. The woman who got it for me said, it's powder, just chug it back and drink it, like instantly. It's not fucking powder, Tina. It's fucking like, look at it. How the fuck are you supposed to chug all of these back? I couldn't do it thinking I was going to choke. They smell and taste like AIDS. Like, they taste disgusting. I don't know what this says. Apparently it was an anti-inflammatory. Apparently it's really good for you though. But I still don't know what it is or what it does. Yeah, so I had them for this lump. But then the day they got me that, I got 2 more lumps here and here. But they weren't like, it wasn't the same as that. It was I think it was my lymph nodes. And I think it was because of the cold. But I didn't know you had them there. I was Googling it and it was saying that they were there. So I was just saying it was that. My dad was saying it's probably stress. And to be fair, it probably was. It literally was a nightmare. But the trip was so good. Oh, it was unreal. Literally unreal. I would never recommend a trip more than that. Obviously I've only been to like a few places, so I can't really make that much of a judgment, but it is so fucking different out there. You don't expect to see a lot of the stuff you see. Like, there are people just going around on like electric scooters with like a baby in between their legs, like like a 3-year-old stood up in between their legs and they're just going along. In UK we have to drink from, like, at McDonald's they have they have paper straws now, don't they, because they're trying to reduce plastic. In fucking China they have plastic straws and they'll put your cup in a plastic bag, like a small little plastic bag, just so you can hold your cup while you walk around. And they do it for McFlurries. Since when the fuck do you need a plastic bag for your cup? Okay, the next thing I'm going to use is actually a lip topper, but I got it for my eyeshadow. I don't even know if it's good. I used it once on my eyes and it worked fine, but for lips I can't say the same. It's like this glittery thing. It's like not even staying together. You can't even like see it. It kind of just looks like a gloss on the screen, but here it looks like some kind of disease. Excuse my skin. I just wiped all of it off. Let me try and put it over a lipstick instead of just putting it on my lips, since it is a topper. For the China video, I'm going to try and get it up as soon as I possibly can, but I've got to teach myself loads of new editing things because I'm going to try and edit on my computer. And I've got to do loads. I'm doing it on a Revlon matte balm, And I have actually worn this a few times as well. I don't know how old some of these lipsticks are as well, by the way. Like, some of them are old. This one smells weird, the one that I'm putting on now. That gives me well bad memories. It's not a bad colour, like I probably wouldn't really wear it now. And especially where it's literally so thick on the end, like it's just a thick thing. Where I don't have big lips, you can't. It just slides off and around my mouth. I feel like I'm not supposed to put this much on. This is awful. So if you want something just for camera purposes, get it. Or for eyeshadow, because it works. It's one of them things where it worked for me for a short period of time, because where I've got hooded eyes, after a while it was just kind of rubbing off, because they like my skin, where I've got chubby eyelids, it just sits on my things. So I'm just like, it just rubs it off. I haven't really found, I mean I found a few lipsticks that I actually wear, but they're because I actually would wear them and do wear them, so I suppose this video has like no purpose. It's just me talking really quickly and putting lipstick on. There's glitter all around my fucking mouth now because I'm gonna put on the really bad lipstick now. Wait, what? Wait, what? It's not even being bad right now, what the fuck? Normally it's really like separated. I actually kind of like this colour on me. Well, actually, I'll take that all back. It's actually alright. I have more videos planned. I don't know when I'm going to post them. Probably soon. I want to try and post 2 videos a week, because where I don't do anything, coming back from doing something in China every single day, it's coming back to here and doing fucking nothing all the fucking time. It's so boring. I'll try and get more videos out. There's a possibility that I won't post it twice a week. I might just do once a week, but it depends on if I like the video or not, because sometimes they're just bad and I'm just not going to post bad videos. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to do it to myself. Believe it or not, I don't want all my YouTube videos to be about makeup. So far, if I post this one, 2 out of the 3 would have been about makeup, but I don't want it to be about makeup or hair, or it doesn't have a theme. Like, I have actually been asked like a few times, what's your theme? Like, what are you going to post? Fucking anything. Whatever I feel like posting, to be honest. It could be really shit, it could be okay, it probably will be in the middle of that, pretty mediocre. I don't think you'll ever get to a point where the ends of my videos aren't going to be awkward. This was just me talking and putting on a lipstick every like 2 minutes. If you enjoyed watching, wow, I'm surprised. But yeah, genuinely don't think endings of videos will ever get easier for me. It's just, it's not cringe, it's just uncomfortable. But it is kind of cringe at the same time, so maybe I just won't have an ending to my videos and I'll just cut off when I finish talking. Like then.